In news from education tonight, homeschooling will now be regulated to better track what's become a growing alternative here in the Bahamas. Flint Watson tells us tonight about the move by the Ministry of Education.
Homeschooling is rapidly growing in the Bahamas and gaining attention as an option for parents. But what's also a shocking reality is the Authority on Education, the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, also does not know how many students are actually homeschooled here, resulting in the historic move to regulate the sector. Deputy Director of Education, Dr. Marcellus Taylor, says they want to ensure that the education of homeschooled children is not compromised.
We don't want children to be disadvantaged or exploited. So there are some things that we have put forth, but there are some things that we permit in homeschooling and some things that we don't permit. Among some of the things that we don't permit would be a child being kept home primarily to take care of, let's say, a sick grandparent or some younger siblings. Things that we do permit, though, in homeschooling would be the use of tutors, so that the parent may not necessarily themselves deliver all of the instruction, but we expect that when tutors are used, the parent is still understanding what is being done and still fully engaged in the process. Another thing that is permitted is flexibility in hours.
Taylor says that 950 hours a year for school must be met and field trips are encouraged. Education Minister, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, notes, though, that while they want all homeschool students to register, they've also noted that there are some small schools operating under the title homeschool, but really should be registered as a regular school. He was quick to point out that homeschooling really involves a parent or guardian and their children, not groups of children and teachers. He also noted that this global trend is something they want to regulate, not frustrate.
This is being done to create a partnership and to support and strengthen the local homeschool community and the Bahamas Homeschool Association. Some of the benefits of registering with the ministry include compliance with the Ministry of Education's policies, certificate and identification cards for students, access to national examinations and the National High School Diploma, and scholarship opportunities after they are completed, access to information to support curriculum.
And many homeschool students do quite well in external examinations, according to President of the Bahamas Homeschooling Association, Pastor Cedric Moss. He's open for the regulation by government to the more than 100 families involved in their association and is encouraging others to support the move. He and his wife have been involved in homeschooling for 19 years.
We wanted the education to be informed by our knowledge of the Lord. Homeschooling allows a unique opportunity for a child to learn at his or her pace. In the end, we find that people realize that the same ingredients that are necessary for children to do well in the conventional school system are still necessary in the homeschool.
Now the ministry has set up its own office for homeschooling at the R&D Plaza. They begin registration for all students for homeschooling on Monday. Flint Watson, ZNS Network News.